Hi, this is Scott Marker, and this is another episode of Treasure Valley NIA Quick Tips. What this is a podcast about a lot of local Treasure Valley business owners and professionals that are experts in their field. And I try to bring them on to the show just to share their expertise to the audience. And today is a perfect example with a little twist. So I'm excited to bring Jason on. So introduce yourself, Jason.
Hey, Scott, thanks for letting me be on the podcast today.
Awesome.
Jason McKenzie with Boise Web. We are a web design and development company. We like to focus on local businesses, small businesses, 10 employees and less typically work really well with us. We're looking to help these small businesses really gain traction online, make sure that they're really using that web presence to help them grow.
That's great. Well, I know that. How long you been doing this now?
I got into this back in 2009, so it's been a
Wow.
minute.
So you've done it for a while. So no, this is great because, like I said, I've known you for a long time, a friend. You're a customer. I'm a customer of you. He does great one-page websites. You want to promote books or something like that. He does a great job. But what I think is cool is what we're going to talk about today is you're to a point in your company where, you've done it before, but now you want to kind of, for 2024, really, you know, put some things in place to give back to the community here and small businesses. So I think that's cool. So why don't you tell us about some of your initiatives you're going to be doing in 2024 to help give back to the business owners here in the Treasure Valley, Idaho?
Absolutely. So yeah, one of the things that really drives me is I have four pillars. The first pillar is, am I taking care of my family? The second pillar is, am I taking care of my employees? The third pillar is, am I taking care of my customers? And the fourth pillar is, are we a light in the community? And so one of the things that I really realized is we can put a lot more emphasis on being that light in the community and really taking care of the community and making sure that this community is vibrant and strong, and the businesses in this community are vibrant and strong. So that's been a lot of the driving force that's helped me to recognize some of these initiatives that we're going to be launching. And thank you for letting me announce them on your podcast today. So here we go. We've actually got four of them
Oh,
that we're
cool.
launching. So the first one is an SEO book, and this SEO book is designed so that someone who's great at doing their job, great at running their business, doesn't know the web that well, can take this book, sit down, and work through that book step by step to implement what needs to be done in order to have a good presence in the search engines. So that's the first one. The second is
That's
related
awesome.
to that. A lot of these business owners, they don't want to read. And I get it. I love listening to things too. I love watching things. So we're actually going to, in conjunction with this book, we're also planning to launch an SEO course that covers the same material, but in a digital format that will make it easy for these business owners to go step by step and achieve success online without the high cost of hiring some of these traditional SEO agencies.
No,
So
that's awesome. And when you say that, it's funny because I've written two books now, technically three books, because I helped somebody else write a book. And people ask me all the time, "What's your favorite books that you've read this year, last year?" And I say, I consume podcasts. It's like, I mean, I do read some books, but for the most part, my content. So it depends on what you want to do. So it's funny you say that because some people, is what you want to. It means content is what you want to consume, and a lot of people like consuming, things you can see, or hear and not read. So that's kind of cool. So go back to the course. So what's the course going to be like? Is it going to be videos? Is it going to be audio? What's it going to be
mhm.
versus the book?
Yeah, great question. So the 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 videos are the backbone of this course. So we're going to
Okay.
have over 80 videos in this
Wow.
course, and most of them are small little snippets. We don't want to try and
Okay.
hold someone captive for 30 minutes because understanding a local business owner, they've got 5 minutes here, they've got
Yep.
2 minutes there, they
Yep.
got 10
Yep.
minutes. They need these short little snippets, and that short snippet's going to be enough to plant that information in their brain, and then they'll be able to take the action necessary. That way they can break it down into these baby steps and go
Yep.
from having nothing to success without overwhelming their schedule.
Dude, that's really cool. And I'll probably be one of your first customers using that because I said that sounds great. Because like I said, I don't have time for all that stuff, and I don't have that. I mean, and that's not really the SEO isn't my biggest top deal when it comes to the way I get customers and stuff like that. It's referrals mainly, but I definitely would like to step up my game in the SEO. So that and I would probably lean towards the videos, you know, versus but some people love. I mean, and when I do read a book, I'm like a couple of my customers, they redline them. They go through and like to redline the book and read through it and stuff. So no, that's great. So what you said 4, so that's the first one. So what's the another SEO? So you're going to get back. I mean, you're going to just you I mean, okay, in the book, are you going to sell the book? How are you going to do that?
Yeah, we are. We're going to sell the book.
Okay.
And one of the things, going back to what you're saying with redlining, we've
Right.
actually taken it to a whole nother level. And the book will have the education, and then it will have the assignment, and then it has the space for you to actually fill it
That's
in the
awesome.
book. That way you'll
Cool.
never lose it. You'll never be like, where's the napkin
Yeah.
go?
Yeah.
It's not in the napkin, it's in the book. So as long as you have
Yeah.
that book, you can hand it to anyone in their team, and they
Yeah.
have that instruction manual
Yeah.
of how to
Yeah.
execute as well.
Yeah. So that's cool. It's like a book and a workbook all in one.
Absolutely.
That's
Yep.
awesome. So now that's the first one. So now what's the second one?
Yeah,
Initiative.
so the book is the first initiative, the course is the second initiative. The third initiative is really something kind of fun. What we realized is a lot of these business owners, again, really good at doing their job, but they didn't necessarily spend their whole life trying to figure out, how do I do lead generation? How do
Yep.
I find
Yep.
customers?
Yep.
How
Yep.
do I go out there and make people aware of what I'm doing?
Yep.
And oftentimes I've heard businesses that are trying to run a business, people that are trying to run a business without marketing. It's kind of like winking at a cute girl in the dark. You know what you're doing, and no one else has a clue, you
Yep.
know? And so we're going to give back in that we're going to start posting articles that will take people and give them step-by-step instructions on what they can do today to start making changes in their business. And these are simple things. Everyone has a cell phone and they have hundreds or thousands of contacts. We're going to have articles dedicated to what can you do with those contacts that isn't creepy, isn't weird, isn't isn't overly pushy, but you can still find ways to get leads out of those contacts. Things like that. So we're going to be publishing, our target is to hit 100 articles of ways that small businesses can find leads, find customers, simple things that they can do on their own. So
See,
that will be published on our website for free.
wow, no, that's awesome. That it really is. I mean, I appreciate that because I'm gonna utilize that too. And I'm telling you, because my books are about marketing and sales, is that again and again, study after study, or when I talk to somebody, what's the biggest challenge? It's people don't. I mean, they want customers, they just don't know how or don't want to try to be creepy. You know what I mean? And bug people. So they just want to sit there, but you got to do something in place, a strategy or something to get those customers' attention to come to you. So,
Absolutely.
well, that's awesome. So, and those will be on your website.
Yep, we'll be launching that on our website in the coming days. Actually,
Oh, awesome, man. So this is off the printing press.
it
Well,
is.
cool. So what's the fourth initiative you're going to do to help people, small businesses here in the Valley?
Yeah, the fourth one I'm personally most excited about. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to personally open up my schedule so that small businesses or individuals that don't have enough customers, maybe they're struggling. I've met so many people over the years that they're one job away from being broke. And that's a horrible place to
Yep,
be.
yep,
It's just not fair to them. It's not fair to their customers. It's not fair to
yep.
their family. It's not fair to anyone. So I'm opening my schedule up and I'm opening up 30-minute blocks so that anyone who's struggling or stuck or needs help can come, and we will sit down for 30 minutes and we will have a strategy session where we'll go over what they're doing, what they're good at, what they're comfortable with, and come up with actionable items that they can walk away from that meeting and implement to start finding leads and customers that day. And that's
Wow.
completely free.
Well, that's exciting because that's right at my wheelhouse. So I'm going to be excited about that. And that's good. Again,
Yeah.
all this stuff is really it's gracious of you to give back your time because again, I mean, you run a successful company, and for you to give that, I mean, that says a lot about you as a company that you're going to give back your time to the valley to give back. That's great. I love that.
Well,
So
thank
so we
you.
have we have I have my cheat sheet here, but we have uh the book and off the top of my head. So we have the book. But then if book isn't you're reading a book isn't even though that's kind of a cool book because it's the type book that I mean when I read a book that's the type book I'd want to do is one with notes and you can go in and do it. Then you can do the coursework, online coursework, or you didn't mention this, but you could read the book and then do the coursework online to kind of supplement it. And then the next thing is you're going to have on your website is you're going to have all articles on how to do lead generation. So that's great. And then the last one is you're giving your time. Well, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
Good.
we're really excited about 2024. We decided it's the year that we're going to give, give, give. So that's our goal is to see how much we can give back to the community.
That's awesome. Well, hey, one thing I'd like to ask you though is that we kind of touched on what you do, but can you touch a little bit more on what you do? I mean, you do Boise Web, so obviously you do websites, but what else does your company do?
Absolutely. So yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more about who we are as an organization
Okay.
and what we do.
Okay.
So we like to hang our hat on the fact that we're affordable, convenient to work with, and a group of professionals. So when you're working with Boise Web, our team is based in Idaho and Utah. So you're going to get people that are in the United States, and we're all professionals at what we do. In fact, we have certain core values that we regularly talk about as a team, and those core values are we consider these are pillars of our company. They are effective communication, so making sure the customer understands where we're at on a project and making sure that they're comfortable with what we're doing. The second is we like to be kind and caring individuals. So we like to treat people the way that we want to be treated. We we make intelligence one of our core values because the web and the internet technology in general is such a rapidly evolving industry that you have to stay up to date on that. So we make that one of our core tenets that people are taking the time to really understand what's changing so that we're at the forefront of that change so that our customers benefit from us being at the forefront of that change. And then our fourth pillar is being honest and accountable. So we're going to say what we're going to do, we're going to do it, and then we're going to tell you that we did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then our fifth is one of my favorites. It's organization. So we put into place good processes and good procedures to ensure that we have good quality and consistent results every single time that we do work for our customers. So that's who we are as an organization. What we do is there's a few buckets that it typically falls into. The first one is web design. So we are really, that's our backbone of who we are, is we do everything in relationship to web design. Web design dovetails into search engine optimization. And as such, when we're building a website, we make sure that we do a lot of foundational search engine optimization when we're building those sites for customers. And then we've touched on a little bit what we're doing in the search engine optimization world. I mean, producing a book for customers, courses. We can also help them with their SEO needs. And sometimes we even will just go out and teach people if they just need a coaching session on, they want to do it themselves. And we'll go out and coach them on that as well. So that's the SEO bucket. And then we also will help people with their Google Ads as well. So local companies oftentimes will need to supplement some of these organic methods or self-driven methods of finding customers with some Google Ads. And so we help customers with Google Ads as needed. And then the last is we will host websites for customers. So we have 4 primary categories of services that we offer to customers.
That's cool. And also e-commerce, right? I mean, that's part of website, but you guys also, I mean, if a small business wants to start selling stuff online, you guys are all over that too, right?
Well, that's actually our backstory is that's one of the ways that I got into this. I got into this industry for a combination of search engine optimization and e-commerce. And so, yes,
Cool.
our team is very well versed in the e-commerce space. We do a lot of work with customers. Our customers regularly compete against Amazon, Home Depot, Walmart, Lowe's,
Wow.
and our customers often win. So we
That's
know the
awesome.
e-commerce space really well.
I love that. I love that. So it's the little businesses, fighting and again, that's really what with all the technology and stuff that's we're at the point where we can compete against the big dogs now, right? Because you don't always have to have all the fancy bells and whistles and stuff. There's just a lot of these tools are affordable for small businesses along with strategies that you guys can pursue them. So no, that is awesome. I love that.
Yes, the web has been the great equalizer of business. There used to be these massive gates that if you wanted to succeed, you had to pay the person at the gate, and the internet has broken that down. And now anyone with a great idea and great execution, they can compete with the largest companies in the world and win.
That is cool. Well, that's awesome. Well, hey, it's been great today. I love bringing again, like bringing on great business owners like you on today, and then I also love the fact that you're gonna be doing the give back, and I'm excited that I'm one of the first people that get to announce this, and then I'll make sure I'll put it out on my social media and share it that you're going to be because this is really something good because there's in the especially the SEO space, there's a lot of bad actors out there that charge you a ton of money. And the fact that you're going to help out small businesses, and take your time to comp for them, which is very commendable. And I want to thank you for it. So
Oh, thank you. Yep, we're going to add transparency to the search engine optimization world. There will be a lot of people that don't appreciate that, but I'm sure that all the customers will.
that is awesome. Well, hey, this has been great. Hey, if anybody want to try to reach out to you, what's the best way to reach out to you
Yeah, so
or your team?
our website is boiseweb.net, and our phone number is 208-514-2556.
That's awesome. And also, I'll have it in the show notes so that way people can find it. Well, hey, I appreciate it, Jason, having you on today. This has been another episode of Treasure Valley NIA Quick Tips. Until next time, I appreciate it. And have a great day, everybody. And actually, Happy New Year. Thanks.
Thank you, Scott.